Hi, my name is Clint Bertan. I was born in Dallas, Texas. I know everybody's been following my journey through cancer and through all the chemo sessions I've gone through, and I truly appreciate y'all following me and staying with me throughout my journey. And I hope to bring y'all more content along the way. And so I want y'all to make sure that y'all keep following me along the way and make sure everything that you see is really meaningful to y'all. But I kind of want to go back in my past and way. I was raised with my family. I was born in Dallas, Texas. Actually born with a twin sister, and I have an older brother. And of course, my parents, they raised me as go to school, get an education. Didn't have that drive to, they said go to college, but wasn't really a drive other than going to get a job. So basically my way I was when I was growing up is I was into sports, mainly played baseball, I was a pitcher. And so once between my junior and senior in high school, I popped my rotator cuff, couldn't pitch anymore. So I started getting into lifting weights. So then that became my addiction. When I was 16, health and fitness was my way of life. I started lifting weights, learned everything I could along the way. As I got a little older, got married, I have two sons. They're 26 and 23 now. Both of them live and married right now, and they both work out all the time, very health conscious themselves. I'm pretty sure they got that from me. And so every year I would keep trying to work harder to get better and better in what I did as far as health and fitness. I actually went into, as I worked my job, I actually owned a distributorship for Mission Tortillas for the last 22 years. But I also wanted to make a difference in other people's lives. So I went into personal training for a little while, did that for a little while. Saw that there wasn't a lot of money in it unless you really started training people in certain areas, but I knew I could make an impact on people's lives with personal training. So I did a lot of that, and also it helped me learn how to better my health and fitness also in my eating, my fluid content, what I take in as far as my drinking water, and also in my nutrition. And that's kind of what I've been doing with social media, is also helping other people with their health and fitness. It was around July 1st, I found out that I got hit with cancer. And I found out, as you can see with my head, I'm bald. And prior to me getting hit with cancer, most people know my eating regimen. I was very health conscious. I actually was at the point where I was trying to cut down but maintain my muscle mass. So I was eating 6 times a day. I also was drinking tons of water all day long, and people thought I was drinking too much water. So and then I was taking my nutrition other than the food, because we just don't get enough nutrition from the food, and we don't get everything we need from the water that we drink. And so what I found out when I went to the hospital and I found out I had cancer that day, July 1st of 2018, this year, I found out my body was totally dehydrated. And I'm like, there's no way. As much water as I drink, but they told me I was totally dehydrated. And what the nurse told me was that, she asked me what kind of water I drank. And I told her bottled water. I didn't drink tap water, I drink bottled water. She said, that's a big reason, because the bottled water is acidic, and you're only going to get 30% of that water into your body. So I was like, wow. Then it reminded me, I knew about this company 2 years ago, but like a lot of people, they don't act on it, and I didn't act on it. And so something happened to me. So I started looking at online, and I found Kangen water, and I looked it up, looked at the location where I could find some water, talked to some people. They were able to help me get some water. And so all I knew is I needed to start drinking the water. And so I started drinking the water before I actually started my first chemo session. And the only reason I started chemo it was because my doctor, my oncologist, said that the cancer that I had was so aggressive that he was going to have to treat it very aggressively with chemo. 4 days a week, 24 hours a day of getting chemo in my body. And then 2 weeks later, do it again. So I needed something else on my own to get in my body to help me, my immune system, and also keep my energy level up. So I knew I went and got that water, stayed on the water throughout this whole journey, 6 chemo sessions, and I didn't want to tell anybody around what I was doing, because whenever you tell people, then they're like, oh yeah, whatever, it's not working. Well, people saw that it was working for me. They see them. You can go back and look at all my videos and look on Facebook or Instagram and see the videos that I've been posting throughout my whole journey and see my weight come up. I knew exactly what I wanted to weigh. I got to that weight, 214. Last week, I went up to 220 because I wanted to. So eating healthy, taking the right fluids is the way to go. I'm telling you, if you don't believe me, come see me and I'll talk to you about it. The Kangen water has truly changed my life. And the saying they have, change your water, change your life, is exactly true. I appreciate your time and thank you very much.